Previously on Danganronpa V2, New World Order.
Only one of us.
I hear it!
Are you kidding me? That was right!
There was a certain phrase an associate of mine would reserve for times like this. We need to turn our thinking around.
We do, yeah!
We're trying to prove that both Hunt and Sigmund are innocent. But is their gender the only way you can go about achieving this? That is all.
Pierce? He couldn't possibly be suggesting... But it was the same back then, too. Blaze. To uncover the truth of my cover-up, he also had to...
Well, it seems another round of the...
I gotta lie, right?
Let us proceed with caution. Sometimes it is easy to mistake the devil's murmurs for salvation.
This is a class trial, Levitica. The devil's murmurs are everywhere.
Yes, and there is only ever one devil.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
Well, ladies and gents, it seems we're dealing with a serial killer.
And the prevailing view is that they can only be either Hunt or Sigmund?
Neither of them would have aroused Phoenix's suspicions if they tried to lure him away from the room.
Did you not hear what Natalia just said? The Indigo Killer is clearly a girl.
And yet, Nat herself is unable to confirm with certainty.
Let's think about this carefully. Other than Hunt, no one else saw the victim alive before 8 p.m.
I didn't see the victim either.
Don't you dare, comrade. While I was distracted, you could have easily lured him away. Nat, now isn't the time to hesitate.
Time to think carefully about this. Pierce just threw me a lifeline. There's one thing, one inconvenient detail if it were to be fixed. Sigmund and Hunt's innocence will become indisputable. I have to do this in the name of the truth. What's this?
Well, ladies and gents, it seems we're dealing with a serial killer.
And the prevailing view is that they can only be either Hunt or Sigmund?
Hunt or Sigmund?
Neither of them would have aroused Phoenix's suspicions if they tried to lure him away from the room.
Did you not hear what Natalia just said?
Right.
The Indigo Killer is clearly a girl.
And yet, Nat herself is unable to
It's
confirm
either
with
this
certainty.
or...
Let's think about this carefully. Other than Hunt, no one else saw the
Or
victim
that.
alive before 8
I
p.m.
think it's that. I think it's what Eden's saying.
I didn't see the victim either.
Don't you dare, comrade. While I was distracted, you could have easily lured him away. Nat,
I think
now
it's
isn't
Eden.
the time to hesitate.
Right. Think carefully about this. Thank you, Pierce, by the way. I think it's what Eden said. Now, which piece of evidence can be adjusted to nullify this statement? Right, that's right. Okay. Alright, so it was right. So what she said was, no one else saw them. So, to nullify this statement... Lack of surveillance. Miyu, I think.
This right here!
Yes! Got it!
Everyone!
So it was, as instructed by her intuition drive, Miyu was in the general vicinity of the crime scene around the time of the incident. However, she claims she wasn't able to see anything of importance from her vantage point. Yeah, so she was there, but she didn't see it. Everyone.
I have some important information to share.
Oh, are you going to claim that another serial killer was responsible instead?
Nah.
Don't even joke about something like that.
Sorry, Miyu.
No,
The answer is even easier to comprehend than that. All this time you've had evidence showing both Hunt and Sigmund to be innocent. In the form of critical witness testimony. Hold on. What exactly are you saying? It's simple, Grace. We have someone who can attest to the fact that Phoenix was still alive at 8 p.m.
Pardon me for asking, but why does it even matter that Phoenix is still alive at 8 p.m.?
Oh, I see where this is going. Between 7 and 8 p.m., there was a chance for both Siggy and Hunt to spend some alone time with the victim, enough to lure him away, kill him, and come back as if nothing had happened. But from 8 p.m. onwards, they were both on watch together, which means they can provide each other with alibis. Clever girl, Nat.
Him providing me with an alibi. Why,
Let's not get distracted from the topic at hand. Just who exactly is this witness, Natalia?
You're not saying...
I'm sorry, Miyu, but you're the only person who can reveal the truth.
Person? The truth? But Natalia...
It's okay, Miyu. You can tell them. Please, Miyu, you have to trust us.
Yeah, come on, Miyu. As my roommate, I know you have it in you to show everyone the truth. Who cares if it's scary? These trials only work if everyone's willing to share the deets.
Very well.
Come on, Miyu. Don't do a Kibo on me.
Natalia's assertions are correct. I was watching the crime scene at the time of the incident. It must have been just before 8 p.m. when I observed Phoenix walking out of the bicamera.
That's my girl.
In the direction of the building where he was later found dead. Not even a minute had passed before Sigmund appeared from the opposite direction, walking into the bicameral room.
It's almost scary how good she is at lying.
Hey, Siggy, was Hunt in the room when you showed up for your shift?
He most certainly was. Though his method of passing the time was interesting, to say the least.
Hush, comrade.
Secret methods aside, that's good enough for me. If Phoenix was still alive within a minute of the shift changeover, then I'm convinced that neither of you can be the culprit.
Dear Lamb, your temperament has changed. Is there something you wish to share?
You guys, just when I thought you couldn't be bigger scrub lords, you bow down and do something like this.
Has he seen through her lie?
If the robot is lying, then she too will join us in the afterlife. Tell me, dear Lamb, what reason could she have for defiling our ears with such a falsehood?
You've misread me, Levitica. Who cares if she's telling the truth?
Sir, have you completely lost your mind?
Hey, just hear me out. Let's ignore whether what she said was actually true. What's more important is the fact that she was even able to say it in the first place. Come on. Everyone should know what that means by now.
That she was at the scene of the crime?
And just why was she at the scene of the crime, I wonder? Could it be that her testimony left out the bit where she, you know, cut poor Phoenix up with a knife?
That is...
Well then, why the heck would she give us her testimony in the first place? She's been nothing but helpful this whole time.
Dear Lamb, did we not just establish that the culprit possessed a valid reason for being present at the scene? Since she was not scheduled to surveil the area, I believe Miyu does not fulfill the criteria we have ascribed to our culprit. As it would be said in the common tongue, her presence would stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, but she's a robot. Maybe she's got a chloroform dispenser or something.
I have no such thing. Besides, traces of it would have been left behind.
Zeke, why?
Grace. How nice of you to speak up. Remember that rousing speech you gave earlier? About trust and working together and all that other cool stuff. Well, I was moved by it, truly.
You have a weird way of showing it.
But
this is so chaos.
I'd love to trust
this
you
is so
too.
chaos. This just shows the ability. I've lost my ability to speak because this trial is screwing me up.
But let's be realistic about this. What Grace just did was run straight into the enemy base, without first destroying their towers.
Can you say that in a way which most of us can understand?
Easy peasy. Trust is the destination. It means we have to get there first. You know, without getting executed along the way. So prove it, Miyu. Prove that you deserve everyone else's trust.
Hold it right there! What's this? Another split opinion?
Oh, here we go, scrum debate.
You guys sure love to disagree with each other, don't ya?
Let me save quickly in case I forgot to.
I'm sure you know the drill by this stage.
This isn't good. Zeke's managed to plant the seeds of doubt in everyone's minds. Does he truly mean it? The things he said about trust?
Are we all ready? Had time to drink plenty of fluid? Get some rest? Then let us begin, shall we?
We can't be near the end of the trial yet. We've got loads of evidence we haven't covered yet. Is Miyu suspicious? Right. I hope they've changed the scrum debate, because the scrum debate was awful last time.
Miyu just admitted she
it's not different.
Is there a reason she can't be the culprit?
Oh, do I just click it? No.
Miyu just...
The culprit is a professional killer. You really think she fits that profile?
Okay, they've made it a bit easier for me. Alright. They don't have to restart it every time.
Ah, but wouldn't it be irresponsible of us to judge based off appearance alone?
Nope.
Ah.
It's not just her appearance. I don't think her temperament fits that of a killer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, they've made this so much easier for me, thank goodness.
I thought Miyu was built to be precise and emotionless. She's a robot, not. I thought Miyu was built to be precise.
Have you been paying any attention this whole time? She's not emotionless at all.
Right. I always get it right the second time.
This all seems rather peculiar. Are you claiming she visited the scene as a mere observer?
Miyu was also in a reliable observer position during the last murder. I see no reason to...
Yeah, exactly. So we didn't doubt it the first time, we won't doubt it this time.
You all seem to be motivated purely by belief. How can you be sure she's not abusing our trust?
It's not just belief. We have concrete evidence showing that Miyu can't have been the culprit.
Right, let's find out what that is.
Ooh, Nat! Did you just say concrete evidence?
Yes, I certainly did.
But I have no idea what it is.
Hey, Nat, think about this carefully. According to you guys, Miyu is a... robot.
Was that supposed to help in any way?
Just keep that fact in mind, and look over the evidence again very carefully.
I think it's gotta be... Profile of the killer I don't think works, because, because... obviously, it's just a guess at most. Oh! It's state of the victim! Right, it's okay, I figured it out. It's state of the victim. Traces of skin were found underneath the fingernail of the right index finger. The skin did not belong to the victim. So Phoenix must have grappled with whoever was, like, killing him. And if he had grappled Miyu, there wouldn't be skin under his finger because Miyu doesn't have skin.
You know, Pierce, you could just tell me.
To be honest, I don't really know either.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second.
Evidence proving that Miyu can't have been the culprit. Does something like that really exist? Yes. State of the victim.
I see.
I'm getting better at this. I'm doing it.
Allow me to draw your attention back to Phoenix's body.
It couldn't be
Remember
Miyu.
the fingernails?
The fingernails?
Oh, there were skin cells under Phoenix's fingernails. Right. That means my roommate totally can't be the killer. You know, because she's a robot.
Evidence exonerating a robot, and only a robot. Truly, this is a moment to be recorded in the annals.
Don't exaggerate.
I concur.
That's a relief to hear.
But couldn't Phoenix have just scratched himself?
No, it wasn't him.
What if he'd been bitten by a mosquito?
I don't think there's any mosquitoes around to bite us in the first place.
Not to mention that definitely wasn't his skin.
I can back her up on this too.
Yes, and given their recency, it's highly likely that he struck out at his attacker.
Why don't we just check everyone for wounds then?
It happened so quickly that it was all he could muster.
Such a great logical mind. Clearly, your talents were wasted in the previous trial.
So
Sigmund,
I hate to
fuck
shit on
off.
everyone's parade. I mean, it would be improper of me to ruin the present festivity, but if you would permit me to ask something, where does this get us exactly?
Oh, thank God. Right, let's see. What have we got? Lack of surveillance, surveillance designations, Hunt's testimony, and area map. Right. Lack of surveillance. While Mona agreed to establish a surveillance system, her refusal to begin until tomorrow meant that no surveillance had occurred at the time of the incident. Only Pierce knew of her refusal. Right. Hunt's testimony. Not long before the surveillance designations were supposed to switch, there was a mysterious note outside the bicameral room. By the time I got back, Phoenix was already gone. In accordance with Sigmund's suggestion, I kept watch over the surrounding area with him from 8 to 9 p.m. From what I could see of the corridor, not a single person went or left the crime scene during that hour. The door to the bicameral room wasn't open at the time that Phoenix was alone. And area map. I think the area map is just a floor plan. Right. Let's just actually hear what everyone has to say first, and then we'll go through it.
Sirs and ma'ams, while I do rejoice in the fact that Hunt, Sigmund, and Miyu have been deemed innocent, where does this leave us exactly? Hunt and Sigmund were the only two people whose presence at the scene wouldn't have been out of place.
So, your logic is that we're out of suspects?
But the crime scene was in an open area. Technically, anyone could be a suspect.
And yet, not just anyone could have caught Phoenix completely by surprise. I think Dash's argument is completely reasonable.
Right. I think it's... Right. I think what I've got to do is, area map and what, she said.
Crime scene was in an open area.
Oh, that wasn't right. Okay, never mind. Crime scene was in an open area. Hunt and Sigmund were the only two people. Hold on. Let me check Hunt's testimony. And what was the other one? Let's hear this again. No, that wasn't right. Why did I click that? That's not right.
Completely reasonable.
Not just anyone, I think, is where, is where I'm really... Not just anyone. I think... What was Hunt's testimony?
And yet, not just anyone.
Damn it! It's on the tip of my tongue. I've got it. I know what it is. I've just... Oh, tip of my tongue.
Sirs and ma'ams, while I do rejoice in the fact that Hunt, Sigmund, and Miyu have been deemed innocent, where does this leave us exactly? Hunt and Sigmund were the...
No, that's wrong!
Oh, there you go! I'm on really low health. I don't like this. Alright. This game is hard. Alright,
Has ma'am spotted an inconsistency in my argument?
Right. So all the times that she just repeated herself. Lack of surveillance meant that, Hunt and Sigmund weren't the only ones, so... It couldn't be!
Natalia, are you okay? You look very pale.
I'm ready to grab her if she faints.
Are we suspecting Mona now?
Moving from your podiums. These are official proceedings we're conducting here, you know. Which means you gotta follow the rules.
It's the first I've heard of that particular regulation.
Are we suspecting Mona now?
Just now, you said that Hunt and Sigmund were the only two people who wouldn't have aroused any suspicion if they were spotted at the crime scene. Is that correct?
Oh, I guess Mona wouldn't have either.
Yes, isn't that the truth?
No, there was one other person.
Mona? Where is she?
It can only be.
Yeah, I figured.
You're pointing at Mona?
What? Why is everyone looking at me like that?
I can't believe this. And yet...
Mona, as far as everyone knew, you were supposed to start setting up a surveillance system on the day of the crime.
Right you are! What of it?
She seems completely oblivious.
Mona, how do I put this? It means that if you were at the crime scene, no one would have been suspicious at all.
Ah, of course.
In fact, you could have easily lured Phoenix away, under the pretense of helping you with setting up the surveillance.
No way, Mona! Would she really do something like that?
I'm confused, Nat. Just what are you suggesting? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Seriously, Mona, of all your responses, you decide to feign
No, she
ignorance?
just doesn't remember.
No, seriously, I'm not a murderer. To kill Phoenix in such a violent way is completely out of the question for me. I can't stand violence. I just can't. There must be another explanation for this. The evidence.
I don't know why I'm smirking. I shouldn't be smiling, I'm getting hysterical.
Oh?
Please, leave her alone.
Oh, the other one came
Have you
out.
been down here for that long?
Please. She didn't do anything wrong. You have to listen to me.
Mona? What's gotten into you?
I'm fine. I can't let this faulty logic stand. I refuse to allow it.
Rebuttal showdown, here we go.
You've got it all wrong.
Do I now? Oh, okay, I had to click
Why
it.
would you jump straight to accusing her like that? Aren't you forgetting? Anyone could have gone to the crime scene.
Well, let me click it then, alright.
And killed Phoenix without making him suspicious.
Relax, no one's accusing you of anything. I'm listening.
I'm listening.
There was no reason why Phoenix couldn't have gone with someone else. It didn't have to be her. You have no proof that she's this dangerous serial killer.
Can I look at the evidence? What proves the danger? Profile of the killer. No. Ah,
There
shoot.
was no reason why Phoenix
Right, but that was the right one. I just used the wrong
It
evidence.
didn't have to be her. You have no proof that she's this dangerous serial killer.
What proves the danger? Lack of surveillance or the strange contraption.
I shall slice
Okay,
through
I
the
forgot what the
walls.
strange contraption was. I'll have to look.
Mona,
Oh, I guess it's not a bullet.
you knew all along, didn't you? About this hidden, dangerous side of yourself?
Sure, you can say that now, but where's your proof?
The proof comes directly from you, Mona. I'm talking about the strange contraption you set up outside your room. Its very existence gives away the fact that you knew.
Knew
After
what?
all, the purpose of the contraption was to lock you in your own room, wasn't it?
What? To lock herself in her own room?
I thought she was simply testing a new device, but in hindsight, if the objects had been released, she would have been unable to open her own door, and that would have trapped her inside.
Hold on just a minute. Why would Mona feel the need to do something like that?
It's not Mona.
If she really is a serial killer, then she would have been a threat this whole time.
This just in. I too would like to know exactly what made the day of the crime so special.
Perhaps her homicidal tendencies are periodic.
Comrades, does any of this even matter?
It's not
anymore?
Mona. It can't be Mona.
As sad as it may be, we now know that Mona is the culprit.
It can't be her.
That was certainty, though. Yes, there was a grain of truth to what Zeke said. I'm not an idiot. I'd be lying if I didn't admit that it's easier to trust someone only after you've tested all possibilities. In my own way, I think I, too, am searching for such a pure form of belief. But I think you've forgotten something, Zeke. In some ways, belief is both the path and the destination. If you refuse to listen to someone's words because they might be untrue, then that would be where your journey ends. So, even when guilt appears certain, I will continue to trust in you. In all of you. Until the moment Kilmore himself confirms your guilt.
Grace? Are you an idiot? I'm just a stranger to you. Why would you do something like that for me? Even in the face of all this evidence.
You may call yourself a stranger now, but someday I hope to work with you to create a better world as a friend and as a fellow candidate. I may not be great with words, but I meant everything I just said. Every single word of it.
It seems we have committed ourselves to deliberating this matter further.
It can't be
Let us
Mona.
make haste. In Mona's mind, it is clear that she found something to be amiss about today. The question is, what?
And again, I'd like to reiterate that it simply may be periodic.
Somehow I doubt it. I should think carefully about this. There's a few pieces of evidence that we haven't been able to fit into the equation. The bicameral room, it was the motive of this case. This is definitely a stretch, but now that we're confronting the possibility that Mona is the Indigo Killer head-on, the identity of one of the more recent rooms should now become clear. Hangman's Gambit. Oh god, I hate this version. Right. Oh, that was right. Oh shit. Alright. E. I gotta start with the vowels. O. Right, it's Kilmore. What? Shit. Damn it, I lost! Okay. Thank goodness, right. It's not Kilmore. What would it be? Oh, okay, what would it be? Kill... Oh, kill code! There you go. Alright, I thought it was kill more because it had all the letters, damn it. I see. There have been stories about this in the deepest realms of science. Of scientists pushing the boundaries to create the perfect killing machine. One they could control at a whim. It would be problematic having their homicidal creation roaming around unchecked after all. Now time to ride this line of reasoning straight to the conclusion. If the Indigo Killer was triggered by a kill code, it might give new meaning to a key detail that we already know about. A piece of evidence that was far more dangerous than we first thought. This? I'm not really seeing the connection. Alright, what would it be? Mysterious note. Oh, this! What? No, it's... What? Okay. What was this in... No. We need to talk. If you don't want everyone to find out the truth, come to the bicameral room tonight. Oh, this was the strange contraption. I missed it. This. Oh, it's the third one was hers. Alright.
I think I found the truth. The third bicameral room. It was your kill code, wasn't it, Mona?
Kill code? What kind of sci-fi bullshit is this? I mean, could Ma'am please clarify her statements?
I'm simply conjecturing at this point.
The third room, which was the one that had all the weird numbers.
But what if, Mona was a weaponized killer, the type who, if exposed to a certain psychological trigger such as a coded pattern, would be engaged to kill.
What?
The more I think this over in my head, the less absurd my conjecturing sounds. I just have to convince everyone else of the truth that lies at the heart of this absurdity. Okay, hold on. Mysterious note. It's gotta be this, right? Because I picked that earlier and it was wrong. Okay.
Nat, if you don't mind me saying so, have you gone completely mad? Mona never set foot in the bicameral room, remember? She left before we went in, on the afternoon of the crime.
And since then, the room has been under constant
No, because the mysterious note told her to come.
It was a kill code, as absurd as that proposition already is. She couldn't have been exposed to it after we left.
And you are asserting this in spite of Hunt's period of absence, because he claims the door was untouched?
Precisely.
No, okay, no, I know what one it is. It's what Sigmund said. It's the mysterious note and what Sigmund said. Have you gone completely mad?
Nat, if you don't mind me saying so, have you gone completely mad? Mona never set foot...
What? How is that wrong?
Completely mad. Mona never set foot in the bicameral...
No, that's wrong!
What? What? I clicked that! I swear to God I clicked that. Maybe I clicked a different truth bullet accidentally, I don't know. But it was a mysterious note on what Sigmund said.
Wasn't just the cipher that we've been misinterpreting. There's also the matter of the note we found in Mona's room.
Yes, the thing we've been wrongfully assuming is... the time of the receipt.
That's it!
The time of the receipt, there you go.
The assumption so far has been this.
Let me save quickly.
Mona received the note on the day of the crime. Therefore, she went to the bicameral room, correct?
My logical reasoning drive is not in disagreement.
Well, what if that was wrong? And Mona actually received it the night before?
It couldn't be.
Yet, proving that Mona made prior contact with the bicameral room would be a trivial effort at this point. You just need to look at this piece of evidence.
Right. Come to the bicameral room tonight. The lantern. Or not. Okay. Sorry, I kind of just figured... Strange contraption. Hunt's testimony? Nope. I'm really bad at this game. Right. Lack of surveillance? Nope. Oh, god damn it, this game is hard. Is it the bicameral room itself?
Here it is.
There you go, alright.
Recall the afternoon of the murder. There was something different about the bicameral room, wasn't there?
I did find it peculiar that when we entered, the room failed to change around us like usual.
Not to mention Mona's deliberate avoidance of the room itself when we were gathered together.
Mona, what happened the night before the murder?
None of you have any reason to believe me. It's just going to sound idiotic and...
What? Part of you is potentially a serial killer? None of that matters right now, Mona. We just want to find the truth.
There's no point in maintaining this idiocy any longer.
Is she actually like the Indigo Killer though?
Then, I confess, my night persona and the Indigo Killer are one and the same. But please don't blame her. It's not her fault. She doesn't know about it at all. If either one of my personas is exposed to the code, a psychological change occurs, a change that lies dormant inside of me until the next disappearance of the sun. It is then, in the next brief period of switchover, my night self's personality, desires, drives, everything she is becomes overwritten, to be replaced with the most primal of urges, the need to kill. Nothing else.
Is Mona actually the killer then? I hope not. I really like her.
The note's instruction. You were worried that someone else knew about your secret.
I had to go. If there was even a chance that someone else knew, at the very least, I needed to meet them. I didn't know what happened when I showed up. Everything just went black. When I came to, I was inside the bicameral room, and like usual, I could already feel myself changing.
If it happened last night, it couldn't have been the death in the morning, could
I just
it?
knew it was only a matter of time.
And that's why you tried to lock yourself in your room?
You couldn't tell anyone because it was too dangerous, so you tried to cover the whole thing up by yourself.
But if she locked herself in her room and set up that trap, it couldn't be her.
No one should ever have to carry a burden like that.
How tragic. Unfortunately, it seems you have gotten the truth you were after, Grace. This whole incident is now beyond repute. Mona is the killer. There's no way for us to overcome
I
this
don't think
basic
so.
fact.
I genuinely don't think so. Someone sent the letter. We need to find out who.
To just ignore it. Whoever is it that sent it to her? It is clear that they intended to trigger her homicidal tendencies.
What the heck? Who would do something so messed up?
Hey, Killmore, if a person made someone else commit a crime against their will, who should we vote for as the blackened?
I think I've heard of a case like this before. Once upon a time, there was a person who committed a certain...
Gonta?
But they weren't doing it for themselves. Oh no, they did it for love. You humans...
Oh, maybe Mikan.
It never ceases to be an entertaining combination. But do you want to hear what their argument was before the courts? That they weren't the actual culprit, merely someone else's...
Oh no,
tool.
Pecco!
And what was the outcome of that case?
Who cares? Allow me to be crystal clear on this. The blackened in this case is someone who physically attacked the victim. No ifs, buts, or maybes. That is all.
Which means the sender of the letter is not a material fact in question. When it all boils down to it, all that is
Mona
really
didn't do
relevant
it. She can't have done.
is the identity of the person who stabbed Phoenix to death. The matter of the letter will have to be deliberated at a different time.
It's okay.
No,
I've already
it's not
accepted this would
her.
happen, ever since my mistake.
Your mistake?
No, don't know.
A few years ago, before I was known as the Ultimate Weapons Master,
No, I
I
refuse.
had someone close to me, a family member. She was a great inventor, while I happened to be great at using her inventions, especially weapons. So she came up with an idea. To the world, we would become one person, a perfect complementary, split personality, the Ultimate Weapons Master. Finally, our worth would be recognized.
No, it can't be. No, genuinely, it cannot be her. We're not done yet. We've got the fourth room and the sword and everything else to cover. It can't be Mona. Please don't be Mona.
Our lives would have value. All we had to do was switch places by night and day, and it worked until she...
Gosh, that's horrible.
I'll spare you the details, but I will say that through her, I came to see the world for what it is. A haven of unrepentant idiocy, where the few decent folk that exist would have their decency mercilessly exploited over and over again.
It's not Mona. Am I just in denial? Is it actually gonna be Mona?
And that's when I heard about it. A secret experiment to revive the dead. Using your memories of someone else, that person could literally become part of you. I knew I
Oh,
was
so you were
nothing
two
without
people
her,
once?
that her skills were necessary, and that it would only be a matter of time before people realized that my talent was no longer complete. So of course, I accepted.
Mona, you mean to say you... That is... your other half is...
Yes, my night persona is an artificial implant, a manufactured personality, salvaged from my memories of her. But there was a catch. It was only afterwards that I found out the program wasn't as it appeared to be, and that my desperation had made me stupid. In exchange for reviving the dead, they wanted blood. That code was simply their way of ensuring I would be bound to their will.
Damn.
And from the moment I took my first life, my fate was sealed. If I ever complained, all would be revealed, and I'd be gone for good, unbelieved, scorned, reviled.
I'm not believing this. Like, genuinely, I'm not believing this. No. This cannot be right. It cannot be right. Mona cannot die yet. Like, genuinely. I genuinely feel like she can't be the killer yet.
But then I thought about it more, and decided I'd had my revenge. That was the one thing that kept me going. The idea that one day, I'd take down the people who turned me into what I am.
If you would allow me to conjecture, why would you single out Phoenix specifically? Was it because he reminded you of them?
The cruel, unforgiving surgeons with their white coats and smooth words? I suppose the possibility is there, but who knows how my other side thinks? When her senses have been completely overwhelmed, that's when everything goes blank.
You really are a complete idiot!
Hey! What did I say earlier about leaving your podium?
Did he just smack her?
Sigmund, what's gotten into you?
That's right, Comrade Thinker. No true gentleman would ever strike a lady.
Are you blind, Hunt? That lady in question happens to be a serial killer. Should I say it real slow so that you can understand? A serial killer.
Shut up, Zeke.
Being auto-attacked by a philosopher is the last thing she should be worried about right now.
Mona, did you truly forget everything?
What do you mean? You're not making any sense.
When you looked him in the eyes, did you feel something? Anything at all?
Huh? There might have been something, but it's too late now, isn't it?
So it's happened. Yet again. Do you not understand, Mona? You've been deceived. Your memories, they've...
My...
Aren't you going to eat? Your burger's going to get cold. Are you mad at me because of my lack of progress? Because I swear that one day I'll find a cure. Come on, Mona. Why do you always have to be so unfair? I can promise that I'm giving it my all.
Please don't tell me it's actually her. I'm gonna
Why are
cry.
you even bothering me? Can't you see it's hopeless? Nothing can change what I've become.
You were turned into this to begin with, weren't you? So there has to be a way to change you back. I admit, it's difficult. But that's because of my arch nemesis.
Seriously? Where did you come up with
That was his arch nemesis?
That's an idiotic excuse, even for a fast food junkie like you.
It's true, though. He's been around since childhood.
He clearly wasn't important enough to mention before now.
Shh.
Oh, of course, that arch nemesis. Seriously, Phoenix? Being stupid isn't like you. You're wasting your time, and unlike me, you actually spend your time saving lives.
It's not a waste. You know what I think? It's because you're not giving it your all.
Huh?
This is supposed to be a shared effort. I'm going to need your complete cooperation if the trial is to be a success.
Look, if you're gonna report me to the police, just do it now.
And why would we do that?
Because I'm dangerous, you idiot.
Why are you so averse to trusting people? No, wait. Don't answer that. I just thought you saw me differently to those other idiots. Guess I'm not at that stage yet, huh? Besides, when was the last time you killed? Exactly!
I genuinely cannot believe that Mona's actually the killer.
I seriously doubt they'd have held off on calling you again for so long. And resisting the urge? It must be difficult unless you really hate the idea of taking a life. Mona, you don't deserve to be lumped in with the rest of them. Your homicidal urges aren't those of a deranged psychopath. Besides, you know I'm bound by an oath of confidentiality anyway. Doctor-patient privilege and all that jazz.
Are you out of your mind? You really are a complete idiot.
Not so fast. If that's the case, then let's be idiotic together.
Please don't actually be her.
He wanted to cure me.
And to that end, he created that fantasy of his, the arch nemesis. Of course, given our circumstances, he may have forgotten where it came from, but the fact that it persisted shows that he was sincere in his devotion to helping you.
No!
Say, Sigmund, I know that now might not be a good time, but how exactly did you come across all of that information?
I can't quite explain it myself. I'm still unsure as the precise manner in which our memories have been altered.
Memory alteration, huh? I wonder how deep this whole thing runs. Could it be that most of us really did know each other before this?
I think that is a reasonable conclusion to draw.
And if I had to conjecture, sensing that something was wrong, Sigmund probably set up the plays as a precautionary measure, creating an environment where everyone could keep a watchful eye on each other, without arousing suspicion.
So that was the reason for your bloody plays? To keep us busy while we watched each other?
No, this is going on for way too long. It has to be Mona now, doesn't it? God fucking damn it.
Yes. Would you have had a better suggestion? Something that wouldn't have aroused any suspicion, while inducing...
Yes.
Oh, I skipped accidentally. I'm so upset.
Gentlemen, please.
Yes. I concede that my plan wasn't foolproof, but I just had to do something to promote safety without notifying anyone of my insanity. But now, I finally remembered. Like Blaze before you, this unspeakable tragedy was manufactured not from our knowledge, but rather from our lack of knowledge.
But then how do you explain all these other evidence we haven't covered yet, like the branched sword and Hunt's testimony?
Though, in your case, I wonder if it would have made a difference in the end.
This can't be. I killed someone like that? Someone who cared about me when others turned away? Someone who... No, I really am a monster.
You watched as her eyes stared straight ahead, the color draining slowly from them.
So, Kilmore, what happens now?
Oh? I take it you're all ready to vote?
Don't say that, Zeke. She could still be innocent.
I'm sorry. Guess I must have been high as a kite when I heard her confess to the crime.
Nat confessed to the crime as well?
Is this really the sort of truth that we can accept?
It's not. No, please. It cannot be Mona. Like, I genuinely don't think it's Mona. We still have loads of evidence we haven't covered.
That's the thing with truth.
I'm going to cry if it's her, though.
It doesn't care about your feelings.
What's this? The sound of no one objected? I'm all too happy to oblige with the vote.
Blaze, you taught me to trust my instincts, to believe in the sort of person that I am. I blame you. Now, I can't just let this slide. Yes! There's not just a part of me that still wants to believe in Mona after what she's done. No, something is definitely wrong here. I've made up my mind. This whole thing is far from over. I have to go through this case one last time. Oh, logic dive.
Could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move